So I decided that I was going to do the language for learning stage of children, so somewhere between 5 and 11. The method I chose to do is hybrid, as I did in the first one. I just like that it kind of incorporates everything and you can get everything you might want through hybrid, I guess. And then the targeted area that I went with is syntax. I'm going to try and do that, and what I'm going to take child through is a super sentence builder. And so what I'm going to try and do is I made these cards, and I don't have flashcards, so I just cut up paper, but I wrote down the words. I probably should have used Sharpie, but so I have like the brown bears, bears sat in their cage, which probably shouldn't all be on one, maybe not even all those words yet, but just real quick so I can at least get the example, I guess, and then all day. So I have their, I have the that it'll start with, a describing word in brown, and then I have bears, describing word bears is the noun, and then sad is the verb, giving a location in their cage, and all day as the time. And I'm going to try and take them through this, have them put the sentence together. If they mess it up, I'll say it back to them the right way. If they get it right, I'll just say it with them. So the materials I'll use is just these cards, me and the child. And then the receptive language goal is that they'll be able to get the sentences made 2 times with 80% accuracy in the sentences, is what I would try and go for, at least to, or probably more than that, but like just something along those lines, maybe 2 times with each sentence per session, because I would use more than just this one sentence. And then my expressive language goal would be that after creating their sentences with the cards, they'll recite it out loud without prior stimulation from me to do so. So they'll just say it and then go straight into saying the sentence, or even just say it while they're putting it down, without me having to say, all right, what does that say? So that would be an expressive goal. To activate the prior knowledge, I would start just by asking the student about the words that are on the cards, like, do they like bears? Have they gone and seen them in the zoo, in their cages there? Just stuff like that, trying to activate knowledge of all of it, getting sentences put together, and then the target, I just tell them what we're trying to do and building a sentence around the words that I just talked to them about, just stuff about that, how I'm going to give them cards and they need to arrange them in a way that'll build the sentence. The guided practice would be I would have a sentence, grab all the cards and do it myself, putting it all together, and then I would, just to show them kind of roughly what we would be doing, and then I'd let them, then the performance on goals would be that I would let them do it on their own and present it to me without me helping them with me helping them as little as possible. Hopefully they can get some of it done without my help. And then the review would just be me talking with them about what we just did, explaining through the story sentence builder, all of what these words are, the describing, the adjective, the noun, the verb, all of that, location, time, just everything like that, what it all was, how it all put together. If they messed up, I would talk them through like where they messed up at, or how we could go about fixing it, or what to try and work on. And then the instructional strategies and cues that'll be used through this would be sorting, matching, and contrast, which is visually stimulating but used through the use of the cards that I make, where they have to sort through them, match how it would fit to make the sentence so that it all flows well and the sentence actually makes sense. And then force choices, because I'm going to be giving them only the words on the cards. They aren't going to be able to make the sentence any other way, at least through the first time, where I just, maybe if as we're working through, I can start to add in more cards to where they have more describing words that they could use instead of just brown, or more times that they can use instead of just all day, or just in their cages. Just put in more words to make a different sentence than just this first one after they start getting the hang of it and are starting to improve. But in the first part, the forced choices are that they can only use these words. So that would be how I would go through all of this with a school-age child.